In 2022, IBM revealed that its predictive analytics systems could identify employees likely to resign months before they actually left. Think about that. The signs were already there long before the resignation letter arrived, which raises an uncomfortable question. If algorithms can see people leaving before management does, what else are leaders missing? Most executives think employee departures are the problem. They're not. Departures are the symptom. The real problem begins much earlier, when talented employees quietly lose confidence in the future of the organization. By the time they leave, their decision is often months old. Let me ask you something uncomfortable. If your best employee resigned tomorrow, would it truly surprise you? Or would there be a small voice in your head saying, "I should have seen that coming"? Because deep down, many leaders already know when trust is eroding. They simply don't want to confront it. If this sounds familiar, subscribe now, because this channel explores the hidden psychology behind organizational success and failure. Psychologists call this signal blindness. People become so focused on formal reports, KPIs, and presentations that they miss the human signals appearing right in front of them. Reduced enthusiasm, less initiative, fewer ideas, emotional withdrawal. The resignation begins long before the employee leaves. Consider Nokia. The company had brilliant engineers who repeatedly warned leadership about the smartphone threat. The information existed, the expertise existed, the signals existed. But the organization failed to act. Eventually, the people closest to reality stopped believing their voices mattered. The strongest employees are often the first to leave because they possess something valuable: visibility. They interact with customers, they understand operational problems, they see political dysfunction, they recognize when decisions stop making sense, and unlike others, they usually have options. This is why leadership should never treat turnover as merely an HR metric. Turnover is information. Sometimes it is the earliest warning system an organization possesses. Yet many companies respond only after the numbers become impossible to ignore. What makes this dangerous is that organizations often mistake silence for satisfaction. Employees stop complaining. Meetings become calmer. Conflict decreases. Everything appears stable. But in reality, people may have simply stopped caring enough to argue anymore. Research in organizational development consistently shows that engagement, participation, and psychological commitment are leading indicators. They change before financial performance changes. They change before customers notice problems. They change before executives see declining results. History shows this pattern repeatedly. Organizations rarely collapse overnight. Instead, they experience a slow departure of talent, knowledge, and belief. The visible crisis arrives later. The invisible crisis started much earlier. And here's the irony. Many leaders focus obsessively on retention strategies while ignoring the reasons people want to leave. Free lunches, bonuses, wellness programs, flexible perks. None of these solve a loss of trust in leadership or direction. The best organizations pay attention to the people who leave, not just exit interviews. They study patterns. Which teams are losing talent? Which managers experience repeated departures? Which concerns appear again and again? Because every resignation contains information. Toyota's culture became famous not because it eliminated mistakes, but because it built systems that surfaced problems early. Employees were encouraged to raise concerns before small issues became large failures. Learning became a competitive advantage. The uncomfortable truth is this: your best employees are not simply workers. They are sensors. They detect dysfunction, instability, and strategic confusion long before dashboards and reports reveal them. Ignore those signals long enough, and eventually the organization loses more than people. It loses awareness. Companies rarely fail the day their best employees leave. They fail because they ignored what those employees were trying to tell them. If this changed how you think about leadership and organizational health, leave a like and subscribe to 300 Seconds University for high-density insights in under 5 minutes.